Yeah, it counts down. Hello, Facebook world. It's Jeremy Tompkins. I'm here with my awesome mom, Marcy Jean Tompkins. How are you today, Mom?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. She's very excited to do this video. And I have my daughter also sitting with us. So, Mom, tell us a little bit about your story. Where did you grow up?
I grew up mostly in Southern California from the age or third grade through graduation.
Third grade through graduation. Okay. And then where'd you move?
Then my dad got hired at Alaska and he moved us to Alaska. So my brother, sister, mom, and dad moved to Valdez, and I came to Anchorage and lived with a family and went to college and Bible college.
Okay, cool. So have you been up in Alaska ever since then?
Yes,
Okay.
I lived longer in Alaska now than I did in California.
Okay, nice. What do you love about Alaska?
It's clean. The pace is a little slower, although California was my norm. When I went back to visit, I realized the pace in Alaska was a lot more laid back.
Yeah. Okay. Emery, please stop. Okay. I'm trying to talk to Grandma. Do you need to go somewhere else? Settle down. Okay. So Bible college. You did that up here?
2 years at
2
Apple.
years. Okay. All right. Sounds good. And then you got married?
I did.
Okay. And
Met Dad at church.
And kids?
3.
3 kids? Okay.
Yep. 3
Great.
fabulous children.
Nice. What about work? What have you done for work?
In high school, when I was 15 and a half, I started working at a retirement center as a waitress.
Oh.
So I worked there for 2 years. And then I worked at Disneyland for a year before I moved to Alaska.
Okay. What did you do at Disneyland?
Outdoor concessions. So it was either popcorn, ice cream, or balloons.
Nice. Did you enjoy that? Was that fun?
Yes.
Cool.
Great environment.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
How was the hiring process there?
It was, I don't know, it was only my second job, but we had a family friend that worked there, and the one thing he told me when I went in was the moment I entered the door to smile and not to quit until I left.
Wow. Did your cheeks get sore from that?
I do not recall.
Yeah.
Nah, probably not. It was just my norm.
Nice. Okay. Other side. Okay. What other jobs did you have?
In Alaska, I did summer hire at Alaska and Valdez for a summer, which was really cool. At that point, computers were being used to input everything
This is important.
in the Valdez. I don't know if terminal's the right word, but every pump and part and everything was being input into a computer system. So I got to work on that.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And what did you do after that?
I did a summer hire at the restaurant at the airport in Valdez 1 year. Then after I got married, I worked at Baskin-Robbins
Really?
with Uncle Dan for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pregnant at that point, so I quit a couple months before I had Amanda. And from there on, I've been a stay-at-home mom other than selling Avon.
Okay. Nice. So you've been in sales for a little while.
I have been. I've been selling Avon for over 20 years. I think 23 years.
Wow.
And I do currently also work part-time for a design and remodeling company as their office manager. I've been doing that since 2010. And then before that, for 2 or 3 years, I worked at Heritage Christian School in the office.
Cool. All right. So you've had quite a few different occupations. Nice. What would you say any one of them would have been your favorite? Stop. Or you can go somewhere else.
I don't know. I think I've learned life skills at all of them. What I'm doing now, I couldn't have done without what I learned at Heritage from office management there and learning to have to work on a computer other than a Mac.
Yeah.
That was good training at Heritage for me.
Okay. Hey, stop, please.
So,
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so they kind of all compiled together and led up. You wouldn't be able to really do one without the other.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What has been your favorite vacation you've ever taken?
I love to cruise. We like doing that. I think what pops out first is my favorite cruise was the Panama Canal.
Oh, cool.
Just going through that and hearing about how it got built and
A lot of history.
yeah,
Nice.
really amazing and impressive too.
Yeah. I've never been, but I've heard it's great.
Yes.
Do you have any cruises lined up or any dream cruises that you're planning in the future?
We have one coming up in December, which will go out of Texas. It's a 7-day one, and we'll get to go. We have a stop in Florida and a stop in the Bahamas, which I haven't been to yet, so
cool.
that will be cool. We did do a European riverboat, and that was amazing. I'd kind of like to do one of those again and maybe go to Holland. We started in Amsterdam and ended up in Basel, I think.
Cool.
So,
Nice.
pretty
So you've
unique.
done some world traveling via boat.
A little bit.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know that's a little ways out. Or we could go in with 2 years. Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Boy. I don't know. I don't have anything really on the horizon
Okay.
other than more grandkids.
Yeah.
Grandkids getting older.
Yeah. And cuter.
And cuter.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. What would you say has been your biggest strength being a mom? When times are tough and kids have been trying, what would you say has gotten you through?
Being a firstborn myself, I'm rather tenacious, so it was easy for me to be the boss, I guess. If that makes sense.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool. What kind of advice would you give to young parents now that you've got a few older kids and now grandkids? What kind of advice would you give to parents, young parents, or parents that are just learning how to do it?
I think being diligent and consistent. I really feel boundaries are a comfort to kids. It's, even though they'll push against them, it's, I don't know. Boundaries are just good. They're comforting, even though kids won't see them as that. They are. So having good boundaries as a parent and being consistent in what you say and do. So
Yeah,
follow through.
gotcha. What do you love most about being a grandparent?
I think having more patience and grace. Sometimes when you're in the midst of the forest, it's a tougher job. He wants some water, Emery. Can you get him his water? So with grandkids, it's all the fun part, and I just feel like I have a lot more grace and patience and wisdom.
Yeah.
That's a cool trade-off for getting older.
Yes. Awesome. What do you like to do in your spare time when you're not working or being a grandma?
I like sewing and doing crafts, having girlfriend time.
Nice.
Been able to have a couple adventures out of state with some girlfriends, and so down the road, I'm always willing and ready to get on an airplane to go somewhere, whether it's with Ted or girlfriends or to meet up with kids.
Nice. Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit of your story. What would be one piece of just wisdom for anybody that's watching that you would share that has been true in your life recently?
I think actually mostly throughout life, especially starting in high school, is just being secure and sure in the fact that God's faithful and trustworthy. So I think that's always applicable, no matter our age.
Right. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That wasn't as bad as you thought.
No. I grin and bear it. You're a good kid.
Yeah, we can do yours in a little bit, Emery. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking some time to get to know my mom. She's been awesome and will continue to be awesome. And if you have questions for her, I know she's on social media on Facebook. You can ask her questions if you need some answers. She has a lot of wisdom. So thanks again for watching. Have an awesome night. Love you guys.
Bye.